Okay, we're getting started on another project. This is a 2018 Ram Promaster 2500. The customers have brought it to me to finish out. They've already ran all of their wiring. They've had their bed installed. They've had a window, a couple vents in the back door that we've got to fix and upgrade. They've got their cabinet, their power cabinet. It is up and running, so we'll have to slide it out of the way in order to put the walls and stuff in the back, and then finish hooking up all the electrical to it. They do have a 20-gallon overwheel water tank. They've done a real good job of labeling all the wiring, and you know, like I said, they've already used the wool insulation. They have installed their Max Air fan, and we're going to be installing a second Max Air fan in the rear. This one makes it a little bit harder because of they've got their finished floor. So normally I put the finished floor in last, just so you don't have to worry about scuffing it. But they've also already got a little Bosco gasoline heater installed underneath the passenger seat. So we're going to put a little faceplate on this here. And then we've got to do right up here, sorry about that, they want a plate across there so they can put hooks on in order to hang up wet towels and stuff like that. And something else that's going to be a little bit different on this build is right here above the door. He's a real fit guy, but right here he wants a pull-up bar so he can do pull-ups and stuff in the doorway. As you can see here, we've got all the wiring. This is where his all of his switches and everything's going to be right in this area. Give it a little look around here. We've got to do a little bit of narrowing of his a bed frame because they got it too close to the back door. So, all right, that's the start of this one. Let's get a little bit done and we'll get back to you. All right, it's been about 2.5, 3 weeks on this build here. Finally got everything in, ready for final paint now. So I figured we'd give it a walkthrough. This will be the first time the owner's seen any of it, other than a couple pictures here and there on questions since they started. But as you walk in the side here, they wanted to be able to put get water and stuff in, or the gray water tank in and out. Plus, they wanted to be able to have a little table outside. That'll have a little cable that'll go from here up to hold that in place. Now, when they set the gray water jug on it and slide it in and out. And as you can see in here, they also wanted a place to be able to put like cleaning supplies and whatever. So that hangs on the little side shelf there, or the little shelf on the back of the cabinet door. And then this just goes up, and it's just got a little marine latch. So this area here is where the sink is going to be at. They've got a I think it's a reveal stainless steel sink, a big deep sink. So that's what's going there, with a nice faucet with a shower head and everything on it. And then they've got the passenger side swivel seat. They also have the Webasto gas heater, or no, sorry, S-Bar gasoline heater under the seat. And with the seat swiveled around, we built this little step here. That's all getting carpeted. And it's a little storage area as well. And then, of course, the board to cover up the infamous soft spot. That'll all get gray carpet, just like the back of the bulkhead wall here. And sorry about my hand. And if you go down here, right there, oh, sorry, is the 2 vents for the refrigerator. That is a trucker fridge. And underneath is the toe kick down here. Whenever I get it out to paint it, I'm going to cut slots underneath there so you get an airflow under and then out the side. With the fan that's built onto the back of the refrigerator, that'll be plenty of air. Also have the butcher block countertop, and over here will be the 2-burner stove, and of course the upper cabinets. Nice big deep upper cabinets. They already had this Max Air fan installed. Then we added a second Max Air fan back here above the bed that is a manual open, and that's what the owners requested. They also wanted a place to store their laptop and iPad, so put a little shelf here. I will put a rubber mat, I'll glue it down on the inside of that shelf there so the laptop and stuff won't slide out. And then there's the slide out table. It will come out to about here. I just don't have it in right now. It's sitting over there against the wall. I just didn't want to get it scratched up. And then right here, of course, there's your bench, and then your little control panels. The front light switch here is for the under cabinet lighting and the 2 lights in the kitchen area. And then the other one is a dual dimmer. The front one there controls the 2 lights over the sitting area. The back dimmer controls the 2 lights over the bed area. So they have a nice little separation there. And then of course they've got a 12 volt and then a dual USB. And then this is their S-bar, their heater control. And then their Victron battery monitor. And then they wanted little cubbies here in this little cabinet in order to have some place to put their cell phones or keys or whatever. And then a little spot up here to put books. And then I guess they've got some kind of little plants that they're wanting to carry. So they can put them here, and they could, if they're not very big, they can actually put key hooks or whatever up on top of there. I've got a I've got a box that goes across here that has pull-up handles in it. He wanted to be able to have a pull-up bar in the doorway there so he could do chin-ups or whatever, you know, kind of stay a little healthier. So that's what we've done there. And then across the front here, she does some arts and crafts. So she wanted a place to put hooks to let paintbrushes dry or hang coats or whatever. And then right underneath here, there's going to be a curtain track. So the curtain will tuck in behind here and block that off, so whenever they're sleeping, that's all nice and clean. You know, kind of block out the light, the heat, and so on. And then back over here to the passenger side bench, this is also where their toilet is going to be. So whenever the cushion is in there, they don't have to move the cushion or nothing. They can just reach up underneath of it, grab the handle, lift it straight up, and with the shock on there, it'll pin the cushion back against their wall. Their little cassette style toilet will sit right there. And then that gives them a little space in the back for extra toilet paper or whatever. Now over here on this side, I gotta get a handle hole in here yet. Yeah, let me get that out of there. Okay, with this here, that'll be an extra storage area. And back here, it just kind of makes a nice big L. This box here, and yes, it will be sealed to the floor, to the wall, and there'll be two vent pipes. You go down through there. That's going to be their 20-pound propane tank. That'll operate their stove, and then their instant hot water heater for their showers. It's going to hang on the back door. So let's go around back. So from around back, this is looking in for the some people call it a basement well storage area. This is where the back side of the table, where the stop is on it. In here is a 20-pound water tank that straddles the wheel well. We've got that all enclosed. The water pump and everything will go up on top. This door, because I wanted to shoot this before we tore it all apart. This door will actually end up going here, so you can see how much water is in the tank. And there'll be a drain valve down there too, so you can have easy access to that. That's their battery compartment. And I've got trim all around the little insets for the foot and the head of the bed. Them will all get stained ebony, just like the countertops. So with the white above it and the white backsplash, I guess you'd call it, or headboard in this case, and with the dark ebony around the outside of it, I think that will, I think that'll look pretty nice. Then the original factory panels, the top and bottom, are going to get, they're at the upholsterers right now, they're getting covered in a gray denim. That way you can take them in and out easily. And then they have these vents installed. We pulled out the little cheap pop rivets that they had, installed stainless screws into a frame, which makes it a lot more solid. We use the same tongue and groove on the door, top to bottom, and then added this little shelf here, so whenever they're back here showering, they've got some place to put their shampoo and soaps and cleaning supplies. And then if they're in an area where it's not very level, they can loosen this and adjust the angle of it so stuff's not running off. And then when you swing the door around to the side, they can also adjust it where it's level there, so they have another outside shelf area. And then on this side here, below the bed line, there will be an instant hot water heater shower that'll be tied into that pump. So when they want to take a shower, they can open the doors at 90 degrees like they are, connect a shower rod between the two doors for privacy, as much as private as you can be out in the middle of the woods taking a shower, and do what they got to do. The hot water line will not be running to the sink. It'll just be back here for whenever they want to take a shower. That's it. So there's no risk of it coming on with bedding and everything above it. So, all right, this video is running a little long, so let me get this out. We get this painted and get put back together. Thank you. If you need help with your projects, feel free to look me up on Facebook, Instagram, my website, of course, here on YouTube. I always appreciate a like, share, subscribe, and you can always email me at redscustomdesign@outlook.com. I am located in southern Indiana, so if there's anything I can do for you, give me a holler. Thank you.